and welcome to our close reading analysis of a poem by John Keats, When I Have Fears That I May Cease to Be, published in 1818, okay? So first I will read the full poem aloud and then I will get into the analysis, okay? Okay. When I Have Fears That I May Cease to Be by John Keats. When I have fears that I may cease to be, before my pen has gleamed my teeming brain, before high-piled books in charactery hold like rich garners the full ripened grain, when I behold upon the night-starred face huge cloudy symbols of a high romance, and think that I may never live to trace their shadows with the magic hand of chance, and when I feel, fair creature of an hour, that I shall never look upon thee more, never have relish in the fairy power of unreflecting love, then on the shore of the wide world I stand alone, and think, till love and fame to nothingness do sink. Okay, so I am going to analyze a poem quatrain by quatrain, okay? And each quatrain is 4 lines, okay? So I will reread the first quatrain here, okay? When I have fears that I may cease to be, before my pen has gleaned my teeming brain, before high-piled books in charactery hold like rich garners the full ripened grain. Okay. This sonnet's main premise and theme are clear in its first line. The speaker, clearly John Keats himself, is ruminating on his fears of death and the reflections and emotions they evoke. Keats fears that he will die young. In line 2 he writes, before my pen has gleaned my teeming brain. It's clear Keats knows that he has a deep well of knowledge and talent to share, and he regrets that he may not have time to fully use and express his talents before he dies. In lines 2 and 3 we see Keats's dream to publish many books of his poetry. The word charactery reflects expressing thoughts and feelings through symbolism. Keats wishes that he could harvest the full potential of his ideas and genius in the solid form of books that people can read for centuries after his life ends. The end line rhyme between brain, line 2, and grain, line 4, emphasizes the fertility and bounty of Keats's imagination. In this metaphor, Keats's mind is compared to a farmer's field of grain that people can eat to sustain themselves. If Keats dies before he has a chance to harvest his imagination, we will all go without. Okay, and then the second quatrain. When I behold upon the night-starred face huge cloudy symbols of a high romance, and think that I may never live to trace their shadows with the magic hand of chance. Okay. In the second quatrain, group of 4 lines, Keats shifts the perspective to the person he loves. At this moment, he has been deep inside his mind, contemplating frightening thoughts that he might die. Sorry, I just realized I have a typo there. I apologize. I will fix that after. That he might die before he has a chance to prove his talents and express his genius. Okay. Keats then looks up to the night sky, and its beauty inspires him to think about love. He imagines the patterns of clouds representing a romantic scene, and regrets that he may never see his love again. He compares the apparently random nature of how the clouds form, the magic hand of chance, line 8, with the unpredictable way that love may enter or leave our lives. This connection is emphasized with the end line rhymes of romance and chance. Okay. And then the next quatrain, lines 9 to 12. And when I feel for a creature of an hour, that I shall never look upon thee more, never have relish in the fairy power of unreflecting love than on the shore. In this quatrain, Keats seems to reflect on a woman he loves. He immerses himself in the emotion of what it would be like if he could never see her again because death claims him. He imagines how tragic it would be if he had never had the chance to spend his life with his love. Lines 13 to 14. This is the couplet that finishes the poem. Of the wide world I stand alone and think, till love and fame to nothingness do sink. I apologize, there is another typo here. I'm glad I noticed those. I will fix those. To nothingness do sink. This sonnet's ending rhyming couplet reinforces the poem's underlining theme and makes a meaningful shift. All of his somber reflections and fears have plunged Keats into a feeling of despondency. He realizes that we are truly alone when we die. While in the rest of the poem he dwelled on love and expressions of his genius, he realizes now that those things mean very little when we die. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed my close reading of this poem by John Keats. And in case you're curious, what I'm reading from here is my newsletter on Substack. So if you want to check that out, that's great. But if you just, I'd really love it if you could subscribe here on YouTube. That would be wonderful, because I'm going to be posting lots of different videos on here going forward on many different things. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for being here. And so please like and please subscribe. Okay? Thank you. Bye.